She's stitching us right. Cut.
Let me explain.
That really escalated.
You know, we spoke about some deep stuff.
Seriously. Well, I'm really.
Wow.
Next.
Are we ready?
Ready.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Nuttyfoodiefitness here. Today we are joined by
Fazer
and Ryan Terry.
And today I am going to be asking them questions that females are too afraid to ask guys.
I'm ready.
I'm only asking for two things in this video, okay?
Okay.
Number one, for you guys to obviously give the video a thumbs up, please, and thank you. And number two, I want nothing but honesty from you guys, okay?
Happily. I'll get cancelled, I don't mind.
Just to say, we have a wide spectrum of male perspective here because I've gone for slightly different ages. Sorry, Ryan.
Yeah, thanks.
Gone for the more
Mature.
Yeah, one of the two is more mature. What's your status?
Single. I've never been in a relationship in my life.
I'm married, been in a relationship for 7.5 years, and I'm a dad.
I'm going to start off with a few quick fire, and then we're getting a little deeper.
Very short answers,
yeah. And what's more important, body or face?
Face.
Face.
Makeup or no makeup?
Depends.
Yeah, that does depend.
Yeah.
Ooh, no, I'd say no. Yeah, no.
No makeup?
No makeup. You're going to see them every morning for the rest of your life, so you need to be naturally pretty.
So that's why I say depends, because if it's like not a relationship, probably makeup, because you're not going to see them every morning.
This is true.
You know?
This is very true.
You said be honest.
Yeah. And also, comment down below how you're feeling with these guys' answers.
Is this going to get me in trouble?
Absolutely not. It's quite an important one, okay? Is cellulite something that guys notice? Would it put you off a girl?
I notice it, but I don't really care. And I'm not just saying that, I genuinely do not care.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That is the truth.
Is sex important in a relationship?
100% yes.
Yeah.
It's the fundamentals of it. Of course it is. You cannot deny that. You've got to have a good sexual relationship, or there's just what chemistry? You just can be friends.
Yeah, that's true. To what is it up there?
Yeah.
Okay. Do guys care about a woman's weight?
I'll be honest, if someone's unhealthy and extremely overweight, I won't find that attractive, so I probably won't go out with them.
Yeah.
That's
fair.
a very good question. Answer.
How comes guys don't catch feelings?
I do. I'm married 7.5 years.
Okay, but let's take it back to potentially when you were single. General gist, there's quite a few questions here that is saying that females can date a guy for a certain amount of time until they catch feelings, whereas guys can be with someone for quite a long time and...
But that is very stereotypical towards us though, because you can say that the other way around.
Yeah, you can. You
Women
can.
be just as cold.
That's
Get
true.
what they want out of people and they're off.
Yeah. Joe, what are your thoughts?
Well, I've never been in a relationship, so I just don't really catch feelings. I'm 20 years old, at the moment I'm trying to grind the gym and YouTube, and I just feel like getting in a relationship would get in the way of that, so.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe this question is more geared towards Joe.
Okay.
How often do you watch porn?
How to watch porn? I actually don't. Well, okay, I'm not just saying this for the camera. I have watched porn, obviously, but I'm trying to cut it out, and I have been limiting it a lot, just because of the health benefits of not watching porn.
What's the health benefits?
First of all, you don't get erectile dysfunction. I don't have Wednesday at 7 PM I watch porn. I'll watch it on the odd occasion, I know, not much.
Okay. Not much is the answer.
Yeah, I think that's quite common nowadays actually. Like a lot of my mates, Jack for example, you don't really watch it anymore, do you?
Can we bring Ash into it?
Do we want another opinion? Also, I just want to say that obviously these answers, they're not speaking for the entire male population.
Yeah.
Ash, would you like to...
Go on.
Yeah, come in. Okay, so another perspective. How often?
4 times a day, minimum. Seriously. You did say be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I think we have a porn addiction in
But how do you find the time?
Exactly, because it's not editing my videos.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't watch full length 30 minutes.
So how long are we talking?
10-15 minutes a time.
So you're spending an hour a day, probably.
Yeah, probably.
What fucking hell?
I know, I need to dock his wages.
It's in between editing, that's what.
Can I just say this as well? I didn't actually believe him when he told me this. So I went to the extremes. Hear me out, let me finish this. Of having some tests done to see. So I had his blood's done.
This is true, by the way.
To see what his testosterone level was. I'm thinking it's going to be off the chart.
Yeah.
And his testosterone level was normal for his age and stuff. But his estradiol was off the chart. And in 3,500 tests they've done, and they couldn't record it, it was that far off.
So is that a world record maybe there?
I think so.
I've
It was
never-
off the
That's
scale.
so
It was at
interesting.
like 700. I think the sort of boundary was like, what was it, 0 to 100 or
Yeah,
something?
something like that.
That is a fucking flex.
So, yeah, I do watch porn.
Wow. Okay, that escalated. That really escalated. Is a threesome really a guy's dream?
When I was younger, yeah. If you
Two girls and you, back when you were
Yeah.
younger. So I have a very weird theory about this.
Oh god, here we go.
I've been told a very good way to describe it is it's actually, if you're a guy, it's better to do it with a guy and a girl. Let me explain.
Half the effort.
No. If you've got one TV on and you're with your mate watching the TV, happy days. But if you're one guy watching two TVs, two different shows, you don't know what to focus on. Do you get the analogy?
Yeah.
Do you-
Yeah. But I can't imagine a guy having that as their fantasy, like having another guy.
Yeah.
I can't.
That's
I can't.
not my
This is with a male bumming shot.
Next question. Do you find women with plastic surgery fake? Would you rather the natural look or the faker?
I think to an extent, like I think if you have like an insecurity or you have something which you want to change about yourself, then fair enough.
Yeah.
However, once you become like literally looking like a Barbie doll, I think it's like,
Yeah,
like
cross
it's
the
not
line.
my thing.
And there's an underlying problem there, isn't there? When they're trying to change that much.
When they change one thing, it's like, oh, now change this, and a lot of people can get obsessed with it.
Why do guys leave girls on red?
Well, you can say that about girls as well. Why do girls leave guys on there?
Yeah.
I feel like we could switch any of these questions around, but I'm gonna say that in general, males are worse at texting than females.
Okay, so males are worse at texting females. However, a female naturally has more males texting them.
Okay.
Without realising, are worse at texting because they don't have time to put as much effort in as the guy does. Like if you're a girl on Instagram and you have 10,000 followers, you're going to get a lot more guys DMing you than if you were a guy on Instagram with 10,000 followers. And
This
girls
is
DMing
true,
you.
but can we get back to the question? If you read a text from a girl,
Yeah,
you've read it,
yeah,
why aren't you answering? Why have you just let it on
Men are
red?
just generally more busy, aren't they?
yeah.
Like Ash. This is a little bit deeper and a bit more personal.
Oh.
As you guys are obviously male bodybuilders, alpha,
I wouldn't really say right to body.
what is your biggest physical insecurity?
Do you want to go first? You don't have a fucking insecurity. Do you have an insecurity? Well, I mean, everyone does, but like...
Yeah, I've always naturally been, without going too deep, but I'm not naturally a confident person.
Really?
So most of the time I cover up for most of the years. I got into fitness because I was always body conscious.
Yeah.
And like I'll only take my top off really the last 2 weeks of a show.
Yeah.
So I like to cover up and just keep myself. So I always train the way I train and the way I do for self-confidence. So when I go off season, I don't like that at all about myself.
You wear a lot of baggy clothes, don't you?
Yeah, I always have. It's just for me. I never got into fitness to show my physique off to anyone else. It was for me. The pressures now, social media and stuff, even sponsors telling me now they want me to wear vests. Me and Ash trained last week. I had to have this vest on.
Yeah.
Oh, worst session of my life.
Really?
Because I just don't like looking at myself. It sounds ridiculous.
Mentally.
but- Yeah, and it's not that I'm insecure and I get et up about it. That's me.
That's the thing, like an outsider looking at your Instagram page or your YouTube,
Yeah.
they'd think, okay, his body is incredible, amazing physique, he must be the most confident guy,
Yeah.
walks into a room, owns it, but it's actually crazy to get that perspective.
Yeah, definitely. It is a bit surreal to say it's my job.
Mine is, well, obviously the classic of being skinny, like I always try and bulk up, and then I get like spots, but that's a massive insecurity of mine. But like Ryan saying that kind of just opens me up. Obviously, I'm trying to train, I'm trying to get bigger, but it's like there's never an end.
Yeah.
Obviously, like I have thought about jumping on stuff, going the performance enhancing side, because my logic is if I jump on, I'm going to get bigger, boom, insecurity gone. In reality, it's just going to get worse.
Massively, yeah.
Because the bigger you are, the bigger you want to be. Like,
yeah, it's a dangerous game.
Yeah.
Like a dangerous game, especially with social. Like I've spoken a lot about it recently, especially with social media. It's really dangerous.
Yeah.
What are your honest views on periods? Like, are you disgusted by them? Are you like, okay, it's a natural thing?
I don't mind it. Like, well,
Oh, you would if you're married to someone who hasn't.
I really.
Bloody hell.
Do they actually
That's
like
a different
Does
perspective.
it personality properly change?
Oh, you won't believe, we're like divorcing each other in that way.
Oh my god, that's more the mood swing
Yeah.
vibe. In terms of blood coming out.
But then I've been put off every female in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, so really they're not that deep. Like,
No, they're not deep at
Yeah,
all.
this is quite personal as well to the individual because I feel like everyone's got their ideal. What is your ideal female body?
My wife, like we talked about before, about that sexual attraction, that is what I was attracted to with Amy. Like, initial attraction is looks. She looked as though she trained, looked after herself, but not to the point where she's emaciated.
Someone that works out, has a bit of muscle.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
100%, yeah.
Ideal female body shape.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice bum. Like a bit of toned there. Not too extreme.
Okay.
Yeah, happy days.
Okay. That was another question, by the way. Boobs or bum? So your bum.
Bum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any things that would turn you off a female?
Attention seeking all the time.
Yeah, that's a great shout.
And she's having to be like the loudest person in the room
Oh,
constantly.
that is a great shout.
Because there's a question here whether you prefer quiet girls or more confident girls.
There's a
So-
difference between confidence and attention seeking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you basically want a balance. You want a confident girl,
Yeah.
but then you don't want it to be overpowering.
Yeah, and attention seeking is the perfect word for it. It's the girl who used to think was the best in the room, like say, craving all the attention.
Yeah.
That is just the biggest turn off for most men.
Yeah.
Comment down below, by the way, your biggest turn off. I want now the female perspective. What is your biggest male turn offs?
You're gonna go, them two.
Right, how do you both feel about pubic hair?
Get it off.
Yeah, I'm not a
like
fan of
it.
it. I'm not a fan of it.
You know, are you going completely clean?
Yeah.
I don't like armpit hair either.
Oh.
There's a new thing about like girls.
Yeah.
Like, look, fair enough. If you want to have armpit hair, fair enough. But I don't find it attractive one bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly the same.
Do you guys get the ick?
She's trying to stitch me.
No. In the past, have you ever been dating a female or in a relationship and they've done something and it's
Yeah.
just made you think,
Yeah, massively.
story time?
I was with someone for a year and I was taught to be like the gentleman. After school, we used to go back and I used to get takeaway on a Friday night. Bit random, but this one Friday, she was getting, and it sounds awful, bigger and bigger and bigger, and she was not making an effort, not coming out to meet me. She'd always tell us to come round to the house. We weren't doing things as a couple
Yeah.
anymore, and we were getting further into the relationship. And we used to do something where we had a takeaway on a Friday night together and we'd watch a film or something. And I got there, and she was in her dad's really scaggy t-shirt, and she had all this gravy and down her, and she'd sat and ordered the takeaway what we normally have, but she'd ate hers before I got there. That was
Sounds like me.
And I was already getting to that stage where I
Yeah.
was like, this is not for me anymore.
Just less
I was big into
effort.
my fitness. And there was just no effort, mate. And I just remember I took my helmet off, so I had my moped. And I was like, oh, I can't do this anymore.
No way.
Yeah, and I just walked back out.
Never saw her again.
Yeah, all these phone calls, I was done. So I'm really, after a year as well.
Savage.
Wait, and you never sent her a message maybe like a month later?
No, I spoke
explaining?
later on. No, I spoke later on that night. I just
Okay.
said, I can't do this anymore.
When is it okay to ask a person that you're dating if they are dating somebody else? Does that make sense? I'm guessing this person is just casually seeing someone. So we've got a scenario where someone is seeing somebody else
Yeah.
and they potentially are still seeing other people because they're not exclusive. When is it okay?
So that was never a thing for me. That's so weird when I hear about this
Yeah.
exclusive.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm a lot older now, so. But in my day, never had exclusive. It was kind of like.
It was either
not seeing
boyfriend and
someone.
girlfriend.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in a relationship, so I can't speak for other people, but I feel like now there's a lot of like everyone's on Tinder and dating apps, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of cross.
I never got any of that.
Going on.
I know what you mean. Joe, can you answer that one?
I just
You must be on them all.
Joe's on all of them.
Yeah.
Do you want to leave your Tinder in there?
I don't have Tinder, I don't know what you're on about.
This is a much more serious question,
Okay.
which we would like your perspective on.
Yep.
Somebody's emotionally abusive ex says he's changed and he wants to try again. What are your thoughts? Would you
No.
trust?
Never in a million years. They're an ex for a reason. I've always been really cutthroat when it comes to relationships.
Yeah.
You've got to have trust. Trust is the foundation of a relationship. And then if anything's broken, and like for instance, if he's been abusive mentally, you can't just switch off from that. He's got that in him. So for me, I would say cut your losses and move forward.
Agreed. Yeah.
So based on what you've just said, do you believe a person can change? So say for instance, a male has cheated. Do you think that somebody can change?
What do you mean they've cheated in that relationship and they can go back, forgive them and go back into
Or
that
like
relationship?
cheating in general.
I feel like it's the same thing. Do you think a person can change? Like,
Yeah, the people cheat for a reason, don't they? They cheat as if because they're not happy in that relationship.
Yeah.
I think if they cheat in the relationship, then 100% not, then that trust is broken. But if you've done it in the past and you've learned from it, does that sound hypocritical?
Yeah, so what you're saying is like, if it's with the same person,
Yeah.
there was something missing in
Yeah.
that specific relationship, so they can't be trusted again.
Yeah.
However, they can be trusted with someone new because that can be the right person
Yeah.
for them. Yeah, that makes
That's kind of what I'm
completely-
trying to say. yeah.
Okay, we're ending on a light-hearted question, and this question is directed to you both. Okay, where are your calves?
Where are your calves?
Here.
I think it's just someone trying to take the piss because I obviously said I was asking guys questions. And
I have no calves. Yeah.
Please, women, don't hate us.
Look, I think that was a really good video, and you know, we spoke about some deep stuff. We both spoke about some more light-hearted stuff. We met the man himself,
The porn king.
yeah, porn king.
yeah, and I do think that Ryan and Joe have given us a good male perspective on some of these questions. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video, you've learned something today. Thanks for also being a part of this video and for letting me rope you both into this video. I'm gonna leave their YouTubes on the screen or down below. I'm gonna
Are
say
you
down
gonna
below.
edit? Can you like edit?
No, I'm not gonna do the
Down below.
yeah, down below. Down below. Thanks very much for watching and stay nutty, my friends.
Question mark above you.
Exactly.
I'm just doing that again, And today, I'm going to be asking these two females. No. Cut.
So when he told me about it, it was halfway through training, so I was like, Alex, he went, no, I even have it all set out for the day. I was like, what? He went on to his phone and his internet, and he had them all set up, what he was going to watch.
What, like say 7 PM lesbians, 10 PM teacher?
So wait, what about today? Like it's 5
Is it
PM.
set out today?
Yeah, but then it's like, it's getting too long away.
Right, come on, let's move on.